Family, friends, and fellow dads. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Welcome to Grumpy Gnome Gaming. I am the Grumpy Gnome. Let's get into it. Thought about what better way to celebrate Father's Day than to treat myself to a wonderful game of Banished. Now, hey, we've got a fire. I just now saw that. Let's kick this up to 5 and find out what happens with our fire. It looks like it kind of took out 2 buildings, so we're going to rebuild and rebuild. And, you know, what better way to celebrate Father's Day than to introduce a new industry to our town, village. It's not a town. Well, maybe it is a town. We have an organized government, I guess, since we do have this little town hall center. But anyway, check this out. Right, of course, you can probably see something's going on over here. Yeah, we got some more industries going on, but I thought I would show you this first. How about we get into some, and I think it's this one, Wharf and Ship. This is going to get us some whale blubber to make oil with, lamp oil, which is a commodity that we don't yet have. So I thought, you know what? Let's get some whale oil stuff going on here. Lamp oil. See what that is. I've never done that before, so this is going to be new for me. It looks like we might be able to squeeze a press in right here. I don't know why I didn't look at that before this episode. And I think we were going to get another press in someplace over here. But check this out. Let's open this one up. Cha-ching. Make it go away. And then we've got this one here, which we're going to open. And this one here that we're going to open. And guess what, baby? We got us a 4th one right there. So this is going to be like a little ship building, or a little, I guess you could call this a whaling area. Now, they also have lobsters that they will get. As you can tell, something's going on here. And as soon as I can get this to click on, I'll show you what's going on. An oil press. That is what's going on right there. So that's where one location is going to be. They will need some place to store their stuff when they come in, which is why we have this little dock storage going on. So yeah, that was kind of, oops, I want to get you in production so that when our ships do start coming in. And then behind here I had this little vacant square. I just went ahead and I dropped a tiny shack. So this will be like for the family that runs that little facility right there. You can see I started terraforming some stuff along the riverbank here to drop in some more of these. But, you know, I wanted to get these things fired up first. And I really don't want to make our riverbank look too ugly, so to say. But we'll see what's going on. Okay, we got something going on here. It looks like we're just short of a stone cutter. And I'm wondering if our stone cutters are starting to go into the new stone areas that we're building to the south. Yeah, and it looks like they're filling them up with 2 each. Miners, probably the same thing since we got those new mines going in. And, oh my gosh, yeah, wow, I didn't want that many. 8. We'll jump into those and reduce them when we actually get into that area. Another industry that we're going to start working with is hardwoods to start making some furniture and some fine furniture. And here's something else that's new. Hunting blinds. And that is actually going on, I want to say, I don't even remember where. I think it's on this bend right here where we dropped in that fishing dock. There she is. Yeah, so let's take a look at this. So I went ahead and I took our single little fishing dock that we had here, and I went ahead and I said, you know what would complement the fishing dock well without getting into the footprint of it? And the answer was hunting blinds. And you know me, we can't just build one. So we've got one hunting blind here, we've got a second one here, and we've got a third one here. For this area, we've got a house going in, they've got their own barn, and they've got another house. So this little area here is going to be self-contained. How pleasant. The placer mines are still going in over here. And then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do around the placer mine. I've already dropped a melting house up here. And I think I've only dropped, no, I actually planted for 2 of them. And then, of course, they have to have a refinery since they need the fuel. So for the 6 mines that we have here, I think they are 6. There's a market for the product. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that should do it. 5 mines, a market, 2, whatever those are. And you know what they need? They're going to need a stockpile. Because I think the raw material comes out and goes into a stockpile. So you know what? Let me go ahead and clear a little bit of this stuff out right there. Because one thing I want to see is what kind of roadage we got going around these things, and maybe drop a stockpile right in the middle. And you know what? Maybe right here off of this. I think that might be our winner. Did I even do that already? I sure did. Look at that. Oh my gosh, do I just think about everything? Yeah, this one was a 3 by 5 or something like that. And then up here I dropped a second one just to fill in this little gap. I didn't want to ruin the river frontage here, so we left it at that. So I will fill in one more stockpile between these 2 melting houses to deal with that. So anyway, Hardwood Forester, where did I place that? I almost want to cross the river here and say that, is this him right here? That is him right there. So what I did here was I came below this region here, and I figured, you know what, let's get another district going here. And I thought, how about some hardwood foresters? So this is actually the first one going in right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a road straight across. And actually what I think I'm using is this road up here. You can see how the ring of influence is just below that road. I'm going to drop another one right next to this. But I want to go ahead and I'll level this because we're not going to be using this for anything. It almost has me thinking that we probably should have done flat plains instead of verdant plains. I don't know if that would have reduced the footprint of, what do you call these, of the mountains or not. I don't know. Trading posts, what did we want? We wanted your hops. Are we ready for you? Oh, do I not even have something going in here? I sure don't, do I? Oh my gosh, what was I doing this whole time? Well, the easiest thing is books. One book is worth 400, so 10 books are worth 4,000. That's simple math right there. Let's go ahead, take our books, get it up to 10, and wait it out. Let them bring their 10 books, and we'll get our hops going, and We'll work with that. Wow, so much going on. This last episode, you guys really had a chance to see how we hit the outside walls here. I like to call this open borders because we really do want to make the most of our border areas. I think we were going to drop in. Okay, let's get another miner. Oops. How many more miners do we need? Oh, nuts. I got to look at this. Something's going on here that's kind of hokey. As a matter of fact, I think the time is small fuel refinery. Yeah, we're definitely going to put you guys to work. Firewood. Yep, we're doing very well on firewood. So I want to start getting the fuel refineries working. I don't understand what's going on with our mines over here. Let's come down to miners and take a look. Well, 2 more. I have a feeling that one district is probably eating up all of our stonecutters and all of our miners. So let's go ahead and get into that district that is causing us so much grief. Was it here? It was here. Boom. So let's close this out. You can see how now we've got all of these things built. That one just got built. This one here looks like an empty lot. Let's see if, I don't remember if we flattened it or not, but this is probably going to tell us in just a second. Let's do flippy thing. Stick it. See, it's not going to go in there. So what we're going to do is going to grab the flatten tool. We're going to come in here, and you know what? This is probably cheating. Oh, you know what? That's removing the structure. This is flattening the area. And now we're going to grab our mine. I mean, this really, I don't know. Is this cheating, or is this just repurposing something that should be repurposed? 1 miner. 2 miners. Nope. Going to drop you down to 1. 2 miners. I'm going to drop you down to 1. 2 miners. I'm dropping you down to 1. Up here, we have 1, 1, 1, 2. Drop you down. 2. Drop you down. And you guessed it, we're dropping you down. Okay. Now we've got, oh, we still got 60 out of 60, but we got some type of a surplus running here. Let's go into our mines and see what's going on. Single, single, single. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I don't ever think we're going to have the demand that we're going to need 2 miners in the mines. But you know what? If we get, wow, they are not building anything here. 1, I don't know why they're not doing that, because everything did line up very well. Oops, wrong one. That's what I wanted to do. And do that. Now, miners, we got 59 out of 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, what type of surplus people do we have running around? Stonecutters. Okay, that's probably because that region just kicked out a whole bunch of stonecutters. So you know what? Let's stone cutters. Wah, wah, wah. 3. Okay, boom, and that takes care of that. Cleared that. What do you got? Okay, chili. We've already got chili. I don't think we need field onions because actually onion is one of those crops that grow naturally in this environment. 9, so yeah, we're just shy of 1,000. So yeah, so we're good with onions. I don't know what the difference between a field onion is and these, except maybe these are wild onions and these are grown in crop fields. Once again, I think we already have chili. Yeah, because we were talking about the little China district, the Chinatown, and it'd be kind of cool to have like that there. Anyway, and cabbage. I'm pretty sure we've got cabbage. First thing on the list. Look at that. Chili. Can we find chili anywhere in here? Chili's right there. Do 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 do. All right. What do you got? This person here has happy weed and mead, and liquor. So just a bunch of yummy stuff, which we don't need. What do you got? Horses. You know what? I was reluctant to do this, but I do have the fields for them. So I'm going to do it just because we've got the fields. So 8 times 8, 64. Okay, 640. I'm almost tempted to just go back to books again. And oh man, I don't want to do the math on this one. So let's see. 2 books is going to give me 800. So 2 times that number is going to give me 16. So 16 books. Does that sound about right? I don't know. Once again, I really don't feel like doing math. It's Father's Day. I don't have to do math. Leave me alone. So 10 books will get us 4,000. That's even going the wrong direction. 6,400. Let's put 16 in and see what happens. So 10 times, that's 4,000. Yeah, that might just be it. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care anymore what you say. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and get this. Do that. And da-da-da-da. Look at that. Perfect. Trade you. Dismiss you. Go ahead and back those books out. Just like that. Close you up. And that's how that worked. Oh, let's get these guys moving. Why are you still here? Probably because I didn't dismiss you. And you know what? Let's just drop down to the southern one and see what he's got going on. Nobody in the market, huh? That must mean I have markets with excessive people in them. What do you got? You got yum yum. Go away. What do you got? Ooh, you got some ore. You got a whole bunch of raw stuff here. I mean, to the point where I almost want to grab all of this raw stuff, like the iron. What do we have for iron? 40. It's really hard to believe with all of the mining that we're doing. And this is iron ore. There's iron right there. What do iron ore? We're rocking it, which is weird because the mines are producing straight iron. I don't know where we're getting all this from, unless all of our building and clearing those mountains away is finding this much. And the thing is, I don't think we're using iron. None of our blacksmiths are making rough tools. So that's another interesting thing going on there. We're going to grab this iron. So 2 times 5 is going to be 1,000. I'm sorry, if you couldn't see what I was looking at, you'd say, no, it's not. 2 times 5 is 10. But I already added the 2 zeros. So I need 1,000. Real simple, just because I trade so much of this. I know that my linen cloth, which is right, L, linen cloth. I can already tell you that 125 of those is going to be my 1,000. Let's go ahead and minimize you, and that's going to get me my iron. Did I need the sand? That's a good question. Did my timer go off? I don't think it did. Sand is 0. You know what, guys? I think it's time to put in some more shores. What do they call them? Shore houses? Do we want to buy the sand? Nope, this is what I want. So sand is another 2,000. So that's going to be an additional 250 on top of that. Okay, we can do this. So 250 on top of that is going to be 375. Let's make it happen. That's going to get me sand and iron. What do you got? Let's get these guys moving again. Hopefully these boats don't leave while we're doing this. That's all clothing. We don't need clothing. What do we got here? That's yum yum. We don't need yum yum. Okay. And that's how quickly we can go through this. How's my building going? Is it time to bring more trading docks in? No, we're still building for a while here. Are we still going at 10 speed? Yes, we are. Okay. Shall we check our borders to see how we're doing? And we got to figure out where we're going to put... Okay, why do we have so many markets without people in them? Those would be vendors. Vendors. 44. Okay, so some of them are going to have excess people. And it's probably going to be markets that are further to the outside, which might not be a bad thing, because we want to make sure that these isolated little city-states out here have what they need to get by. Is it time to man some more of this area? Okay, these are being upgraded. What I'm doing is right now I'm going along the border looking for question marks, because that's going to tell us where we need. Okay, this area is being built. Looks like a stockpile right here. Okay, so obviously this is another district going in right here. We'll let them do their thing. You know what we're going to need in this area are like schools and hospitals. So maybe our next offline project, we're going to go ahead and deal with that. Well, that's interesting. Looks like one boat's pushing another. Okay, moving on. Looks like they're still working on flattening that area. What's going on over here? Okay, we got our first question mark, and that's a forester. Well, let's go ahead and already, whoops. Nope, we want 2. Do we want to move somebody down there already? Yeah, why not? because then hopefully when they build the houses, the people are going to switch and get in there. And it looks like this is another district right next to this one. It's almost kind of interesting. It almost looks like it's on top of it. But I think what I did was I just drew a line right between here. As a matter of fact, if anything's overlapping, it's probably going to be the gatherer. Okay, moving on over. So this is going to take us into another lake that we haven't touched yet. And that brings us up to another question. How is our lake coming along? The one that we're developing on? We still are waiting for these two salt works to go in. Over here, it looks like they got somebody into the drying shack, which is cool, but we're going to change you to fish because that's what we're getting right off the dock here. This should be 60 fish, yeah. And man, they're just taking that sugar cane all over. I think we might have to put some more sugar cane stuff around. You don't have product. And what product are you doing? Beef. Why would you want to do beef? Can you do fish? You sure can. I'm going to get you doing fish. Pork. Can you do fish? No, you can't. But you know, oh, you can do fish. Hello. And I'm going to need a cooper in this area because of the barrels. Let's go ahead and see if we can drop that right away. So here we go. Did it. What am I? I'm looking for this one. Am I looking for this one or this one? I think this one. And Cooper is tannery. Nope. And if it's not here, it's going to be in the next one, which is right here. No, it's not. It's under wood, I think. No, I lied. It's here. And let's go ahead and do the flippy thing on it. And right there looks like a nice place for a Cooper. So cha-ching. Guess what, guys? It is going in. Let's go ahead and fill the road. I'm going to check time here because I'm freaking myself out that I'm going too long. Do you need a barn or do you need a stockpile? Why don't we do this? Why don't we take this number here, take a stockpile, just like that. And then in this little pocket here, I'm going to drop the barn. And of course, we're going to have to make it gray. It looks like the lag is starting to kick in. Is that brown, gray? Okay. Oh my gosh, and look at that. It fits beautifully right in there with one space. So let's bring it down to here. And cha-ching. That worked out well. That worked out really well. All right. So now we got a barn and we got a stockpile. Cooper here is going to start making barrels, and then we're going to get into the industry. And what are you got up here? I'm probably going to want to do more fish. I'm going to keep this area fish. 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 If I need more deer stuff, I'll probably put that further out into the area where we've got the deers. There's my timer. I started getting concerned about that. Food is hovering at 101 or 101K, which is good. You know what we might want to do here? I know what we might want to do, but the question is the rice stills. If I put another one here, I think that's what we're going to do. And I want to put one going down. I kind of want to make this as even as possible, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And the different things I need to consider here are rice fields, and then we need the rice stills. Is that what they're called? Oh my gosh, I got housing that can be upgraded. So the stills where they make the wine, I'm going to need storage and I'm going to need housing. And all of that has to fit nicely in this little square. So I'm almost thinking mirror this over here. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and take dockage. Come over. Are the people moving? Come on, people, move. Okay, and rice fields, reed farm, rice fields, rice. And we were gonna flippy, and then stick you. Oh, right there. And come on, make it fit. That should be it. No? Okay. I don't know if this is actually going to show me or not, but yeah, looks even. Okay, so they're going to build that. Then we're going to take our road, or not the road, but the dockage. And I guess one there. Let's do one there. And then was it two of the two pieces? No. Okay, and a single piece. Just like that. Okay. We're going to let them work with that. Man, this thing is starting to slow down, isn't it? Okay. And that's weird, man, because I'm sporting the NVIDIA 3070 graphic card in here. Oh my gosh, I just saw a hungry symbol. And that's not a good thing. That's probably telling me that I got people that are moving too far from where they need to be. Why do you not have anybody in you? Stonecutters. 1, 2. Probably because the stonecutters that we just built up on top are now getting filled. I want my map. We're going to go back to the original area, which is right here. Where was it? I don't even know where the original mines were. I think they were someplace over here in this area. And no, maybe over here. Yep, that's close enough. Right up here. And over here. Da-da-da-da, there they are. Okay. You're still doing good. You're doing well. You're okay. You're okay. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. And these should all have 1 in them as well. Just out of curiosity, since we got so many new mines built, how are we doing with coal? Do we need to switch any of these guys over? Coal, we're still sporting it fairly well. One last thing we want to do is look at our borders again. Let's start down here and just kind of cruise the borders to see. You can see the roadage going in already. You can see stockpiles are going in. Because the last episode was a major influence on aggressive building. Okay, this one we're not touching, even though it looks like they've already built a stockpile. And we're not going to touch this one yet. And this one looks like it's ready for workers. I don't know if the housing is in here yet, but we're going to kick you up to 2. I don't know what I just did there. Kick you up to 2. You know what I should probably do? Let me just make sure I can get 2 in each of these. What this is telling me is that there's another node that is eating up some of our people. Like, let's go to hunter-gatherers. Yeah, look at that. We still get, let's go 3 to 35. Hunters to 35. Foresters should be the same. Whoops, hello. Foresters, yep, put in 4. And woodcutters. 1 more. Boom. All right. That is going to get, okay, this market here, I know this one needs to be reduced. And that's going to take out 2 vendors. And see, this is what I mean by getting a little support unit here, because this is going to cover this node up here. It's also going to cover this node down here, along with this entire mining district right here. The horses. Excuse me. The horses. Let's see what we got here. 16 books. What is 16 going to get me? No, that's not right. I don't know what I was thinking. We were going to do 8 horses. And that's going to get us 6,400. 16 of these. But oh my gosh, do you believe it? Even under duress, we can still do math. Trade it, dismiss it, back out my books. 1, 2. We got horses now. Where are we going to put them? How about right here? You don't have any housing nearby. And that sucks. Do we have any type of... We do have pastures here, but we don't have any housing near this either. Let's go back here. We're going to go back to the original plan. Next to the cows. Let's go ahead. Oh, what the heck? Oh, they're still building it. Nuts on a biscuit. Okay, we'll get into that on the next episode. We're going to put them in, and you know what that's going to do? We're probably going to open up some more housing down here. And what were we going to do here? Are we ready to make our trade? Yes, we are. 375. We were going to take the 200 here. And then we were going to take the sand, which was 2,000. And then that's going to be a total of $3,000. I'm going to give you 375 of these, which is going to be perfecto. We're going to trade it. We're going to dismiss you, and I'm going to back out that. And that actually gave us a little more stuff to work with. So I think that's good. All right, guys. Oh, excuse me for a minute. Anyway, we're going to let that build itself out. Okay, that's a shortage of... Okay, there. Make sure that these guys all have 2 people. See, that's what I want to do, is I want to make sure that these all have 2 people in them. That's 2. And this is 2. So let's go back to this again. Get everybody moving. Come down 1, and that's going to give us foresters. 1 more. Okay, bring us down to gatherers. 1 more. There should not be an even number. So something else. There's 35 out of 35. Something is wrong somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it in this episode. And then woodcutters, 1 more there. Boom. All right, guys. I think this is going to be our episode. If you enjoyed it, please drop me a like. If you didn't, drop me a sympathy like. Because today is Father's Day, please subscribe if you haven't done so. If you do subscribe, please tell 10 people about this channel. And with that said, I am Grumpy Gnome. I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take care, people. Happy Father's Day.